Hey everyone, it's Book of Katherine, and it is August 7th. Well, wait a minute. Oh my gosh, there's 3 more minutes left of August 7th. And we had record turnout, record voting turnout. So I wanted to I'm going to do something Lila wants to, you want to say hi, Lila? Oh, let's say hi to everybody to say congratulations. Congratulations, everybody. Congratulations. Oh, there comes the kiss she loves to give you. Oh, what a sweet girl. What a sweet girl giving everybody a kiss. Giving everybody a kiss. Are you done now? Are you done already? Oh my goodness, a record turnout, you guys. And I know the papers are I know they're gonna lie and say it's something else and everything like that. Like they're gonna say others, but you know what record turnout means. You know what record turnout means, and I'm just so happy. And so, okay, so, all right, so I'm gonna do something because this is such great news. This is such great news. All right, so here we're gonna do, and thank you for everybody who watched the polls and stuff like that and caught the stuff. Like I got in a few stories and they were just in really different places in the country, and you guys were just catching stuff, and it's just rough, coming up to the vote. I was just getting really discouraged because as I was looking into the vote and trying to find things I was finding out about those elections they weren't talking about or publishing. I couldn't believe how many people wrote me in Ohio and thanked me because they didn't know about the special election. And I was like, what? They just have to do a written notice 45 days in advance, like federally mandated written notice 45 days in advance, because, back in the old day, you had to do a written notice and post it on a door, and then everyone in the town read it. Like, there's no, announcement like it has to go out on social media in 45 days notice and everyone has to be, there's no mail out. You don't have to, send a mailer out. None of that. And I'm just oh my gosh, they've, I couldn't believe, all these ways that you can't, they don't, just trying to get to the voter registry, just to get to the voting site, the main site in Alaska. It was impossible. It was absolutely impossible to find it. It's just this impossible. They make it really, really, they give individual sites with no links to the main site. You know what I mean? And I had to go to the actual Alaska, because I'm a coder and things like that, I knew to look up at the address and go to alaska.gov. So I went to alaska.gov, their main government site, and then I typed in voting. And of course, they bring up absentee ballots. And I was just oh my gosh, they're really pushing. And every time, even when I went to Ohio, it was absentee ballots. And they want absentee ballots because they can just dump them in the trash. And they've caught them doing that in Florida, and they've caught them doing that in Texas. The poll workers will just dump them in a trash. You can't do it. Or they give your vote to somebody else. They give your name away on the registry. The reason they hide it is so that somebody else can vote for you. Or they take your ballot and they fill it out. So absentee, you can't do it. You have to vote in person. And you guys did. You guys did. And I just feel so I'm going to do this. All right. So I, mini update on my health. It's been up and down because I've had the other health things, right? But big breaking news, big breaking news. I went and did yard work the other day. It was short, maybe 10 minutes. But we were back from a trip out, which actually my husband had to go out tonight. And after I filmed a couple things today, and then I had a bad episode with my health. I had an episode and I actually had to stay in bed. I just was in bed and I couldn't move, right? And so my husband had to go out and do the chores. And he came back and he's like, I missed you. I was like, where is she? She's normally with me. That's how much I've been going out and doing the chores with him. Is that he got back into the normal pattern of me being next to him, in the seat next to him or in the car with him. And I was like, wow. Because, I'm in the thick of it every day. When the pain comes on, it kind of erodes your memory. Do you know what I mean? The pain can really screw with your head. But hearing things like that, I'm like, that's how much our lives have changed. When he misses me in the car, when he normally does he's been having to do all that stuff, pick up all my meds and do all that. he's so exhausted. Like, you know, most of his day he comes home from work and then all he's doing is medical care for the rest of the day. You know, it's just really, you know, conks out. And so, yeah, he's just like, now I'm used to having you with me. And then on top of that, we got home yesterday and I went and I cleaned up. I was like, I took Lila out, she wanted to get down. So I was like, okay, you walk and I'll walk next to you. This is good for my health. So I started walking next to her. And then I saw some branches on the side of the hill. And I talk about this in another video, but I think I'm going to post this first. So the branches on the side of the hill. And I was like, huh, those really, like, it's been driving me nuts as we've been driving past them. And I was like, need to clean those up, like need to clean those up. And there are things you just can't do when you have this lifestyle. Like you just can't. There are things that fall away that everybody else would consider like normal thing. You just don't get to do them. Like your medical stuff takes over your life. Like that's it, you know, like really I need like a team of people. It takes assistants to do it. I would say if we wanted to leave a normal life and have everything taken care of, we need about 3 extra people doing assistant stuff. At least, you know, to do all the billing, to do all of it. Like it's really a lot, you know what I mean? So to take all appointments and call back the doctors and everything, you know, just filling one prescription. I think my husband spent about 8 hours in the last week on one prescription. You know, and that's one of the things is like when your kids aren't able to pay attention in school and things like that, like then they go to a job and they're not able to, like, they mess up all these things. Like there's a consequence, you know, to not having your kids follow through and complete tasks. Because when they get to their job, they can't follow through and complete tasks. And so they forget, or they don't, like, it takes detail work to even work a cash register at at a pharmacy. You know what I mean? And we think it's basic, but not for a kid from high school today. Not on a kid that's used to Spotify and just checking out and being like this. For them, reading data on a screen is really difficult. Like, that's a lot of work. And so no matter who we get, like, they just drop the ball. And so my meds aren't getting filled. And he spent about 8 hours in the last week just trying to get one script filled. That's already there. It's arrived at the pharmacy. They just keep dropping the ball on it. And that's just one of the things. So yeah, branches on the side of the road or nothing. So I was like, okay, I'm walking. And I actually reached down and picked up these branches and I threw them into the branch pile. And I did that for like 10 or 15 minutes. And my husband just sat on the porch and was like, and he started chanting. He was like, go, baby. You go, girl. Yeah, go, baby. Like, not you go, girl. But he was in, you know, his, I can't remember now. I just remember he was like, oh, he said, you're awesome. He's like, you're awesome. And I was just like, I am not the awesome one. You are. Like, you're Superman. But he just, I remember the look on his face. He was so in awe. So anyway, that's not the thing. Voting is the thing. So anyway, so because I was able to do that, I know I can do a little more from you. So I know I did a chant last time. So I'm going to do a little more for you. I'm going to try, but I don't have a lot of space right here. So I already practiced this before the tape got on. So here, let's do it. All right. So I'm going to do the wave for a celebration. So wait, but oh, did you hear that cracking? Oh, but oh God. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't do that anymore, but it's like not a, okay, we won't do that anymore. Okay, so, but I could at least do it. I could at least do it. Now, this one I did practice. All right. Woo. Did you see that? Woo. Okay, that's about all I can do. I spun for you. Woo. Yay, I spun. So that is my celebration for the vote. I spun. And that is it. And like, go voters, go voters, go voters, go voters, go voters, go voters, go Missouri, go Minnesota, go Alaska, Anchorage. Yay! Go Kansas, you rock. Go Ohio, go Ohio. Oh my gosh, you guys just all did such a great job. You just all came out. And so like, I know August 14th is going to be incredible because the word's just going to grow. I know you're going to tell everybody how much fun it was and like everything that you did and the signs that you did to get the vote out. Like, just start putting, I mean, I guess that's something that I've never said to do before. Like, I've been saying put out Agenda 21 signs and everything like that. I think maybe we need to start judging from the things that I saw. I wore myself out. Judging from the things that I saw, we really need to put out signs that say voting like August 14th. Like, really need to put out signs that say voting August 14th. And then the last thing I want to say is I think that this is the anniversary of my channel. I believe my first video was August of last year. And this could not be a better gift. I mean, besides like walking more every day, like walking more and more and picking up branches, you know, like that is something to be celebrated, which you guys helped me on. But the voting, like finding out how much they took the vote from us, like finding how much they just like took the vote. Like I couldn't believe that they didn't even want us finding the websites. Like when I remember what I said, like find the phone number, get your phone number and speed dial for your voter registrar. Like they didn't want you doing that. And the new candidates, it was so great. A lot of the new candidates had their phone number on their website. They were like, call me. Here's my cell number. But our voting registrar office wouldn't even give us that. Like they're just ducking. And I was like, that's bad. That's a sign of who we have. And it's a sign of Agenda 21. So I'm just so excited. I am so excited. And so, yeah, maybe we should be putting up signs of like, you know, August 14th, voting day, like voting day, August 14th and all those things, and August 21st. And like, let's get it done. So anyway, congratulations, anyone. I'll spin one more time. Woo, you can't see it, but woo, woo, woo. Ooh. Oh yeah, let's do that. Oh, my hips just like I'm actually have like it's not just my top. Oh, I wish you guys could see it. Anyway, so maybe that's not a big gift to you, but that's like for me, that's a super huge like. I hope if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know what a big thing that is for me to be able to do for you. Like big thing. I just filmed a video. And in the video, I got up, I just bought a chair for thrift shopping for $10. I really needed to replace a chair. It was really painful to sit in, and I want to start writing again, like sitting up and writing. I needed to get a chair that I was able to do that. Plus, they gave me an actual physical therapy thing to do where I sit and lift my foot up, and I don't actually have a place to do that in. Like everything else, I was like, oh, I don't, because we didn't invest in anything in the house where, you know, you have to sit up, because I haven't been sitting up forever. Like everything else is all made for lying down and lounging, you know, nothing for sitting upright. Everything we have for sitting upright is nice and tall. This has to have my feet on the ground. So I was like, I need a new chair, and we got it for $10 at a thrift shop. And to show it for the video, I actually stood up and lifted up the chair to show everyone. And I didn't even notice. Like I was watching the video later and I was like, oh my God. I was like, everyone's going to freak. Like I just stood up and was like, see, look at the chair. And I was like, oh my God. Because before I just, you know, it'd take me so much effort just to get into the seat. And then like, that was it. Like I was pinned in the seat. I'll never forget a UPS guy came in like one time and I just had to sit there. Like I was just pinned in the seat and I just had to like talk to him the whole time. I couldn't move at all. I was just pinned. You know, there's nothing I could do. You know what I mean? There was just nothing I could do because it took so much to get in that seat. You know, I just like roll off of it. And this time, like I stood up and like lifted up the chair and I was just like, life is so different. And granted, there are, you know, hindrances. I mean, you know, I'm really excited to get my hips done, everything like that, because the branches were on a hill and I was able to get it. If the branches had been flat on the ground, never would have been able to do it. Never would have been able to do it and stuff. And now we're finding out like the other things in my spine, you know, they're next. And that's fan-frickin-tastic. You know what I mean? Like, I am so excited about my future. And that's because you guys are a part of it. Happy August 7th. And we are officially 10 minutes into August 8th. Happy birthday, everybody. And welcome to all my new viewers. I am so glad to have you. And it's going to be interesting watching my videos because, my goodness, what channel am I? I don't know. I don't know. But I hope you enjoy. It's good to have you here. Bye, everybody. Oh, donate below if you can, please, to help support this channel and keep me going. And honestly, everything is now going towards my medical bills because we got the server up and running. So now it's like medical bill time. Medical bill time, because these procedures and these x-rays and these trips, like we have to get a hotel. I cannot make it straight to the doctors. We have to get a hotel every time we go. That's part of the reason it's a third of our thing. So like the nurses were actually like, you need an ambulance to get to the hospital. That's why Dr. A said, get my thing at Dr. B. She was like, because the trip is too rough for you. Like, she was like, the trip is too rough for you to get here to the hospital. She was like, it's way too rough to get that. So she assigned me a Dr. B for my procedures because she's like, it's too much for you to get out here. That's why she's so upset, because now I have to take the trip out there, which means hotel stays on the way. So there's just like all this crap, you know, but you guys get to see it in the hotels and everything like that. So it's just crappy. So all the stuff goes towards that now. But hopefully, maybe if we get me going, you know, with all this physical therapy and all this heart rate stuff, that maybe at some point we can get me just driving straight there, which would really, really help. We will see. But I'm seeing like a doctor every week now. Every week. Every week. So if you can, if you possibly can, just a coffee or 25 or 50, whatever you can afford, 5, 10, 50, 25, 100, whatever you can, whatever's within your means. And to those who have donated already, what can I say? Like, I'm in my head's just like, you voted! Sorry, that's all I hear is, you voted! You voted! It's hard. It's so hard for me to talk about donating because I'm like, I'm trying to remember to say donating. Like I'm trying to remember to say donate because I watch other people's YouTube video. They always like remember and I never remember because it's not on my mind. That's like not my driving force, you know, like whatever. So I'm like, okay, remember. But I'm just like, you voted. So to those of you who donated, like, mwah, 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 you're the best ever. Like you guys, like, I love reading your notes. I love reading your notes. I love reading your notes. You get me through the day. I have them like posted up on my wall at home, like when you send me the notes and stuff. And I don't post them online because it's personal and I don't, you know, but your notes and stuff is the stuff that I use when I talk and I say people are saying. That's the stuff that I use and stuff like that for you guys. I don't know what I'd do without you. So you are amazing. Thank you for your stories and thank you for your prayers and thank you for getting me through all of this and thank you for voting! Ah, this 5-minute video turned into 16 minutes. I can never do it. I can never do a short video. Oh, well, I tried. I'll say goodbye again. Goodbye. Bye there. I'm still here. I can never get out of the shot. Oh well.